Alright, Data Beans 4-1 as well. This is the 6th and final round of the Vintage Challenge, playing Lavinia Pio. We're 4-1, winning into top 8. Let's do it. This is a hand you keep. Gonna lead with Preordain. Want to save Brainstorm and Ponder for fetches if possible. We've got Accelerants, but we'd like 1 or 2 more. We've got a PO, but it's going to take a little time. And we have some protection with Misstep. We're looking for lands and mana. Sapphire being probably the best thing we can have. Sapphire would let us put some work in. Obviously something like Lotus into fetch land is pretty good as well. Bunch of good options here. Oh no, opponent is on Dredge. Not the strongest game 1 hand versus Dredge. Though we do have the ability to win game 1 versus Dredge. This hand's looking for like a couple more action, a couple more mana accelerants to have a good game 1 versus Dredge, but possibly get there. Opponent kept a 6-carder. We're not going to expose our Crypt to Force of Vigor if we don't have to. Opponent is on Ashen Rider, Strip Mine, and Hogak. Alright, I'm going to have Mental Misstep. I need to be as fast as possible, so I'm going to try to get these Preordains in and try to find more fast mana. Obviously, this Narset could be decent if our opponent has Bizarre no Dredgers, but even then, like, not good enough, I would say. I'm just going to bottom it and try to find more mana. That's a start. I'm not going to expose these to Force of Vigor. I'm going to pass. Opponent's going to hold their Bizarre activation until they see what we have going on. That could be good enough if we get enough things. Let's lead with Brainstorm and try to hit a fetch land here. Oh boy, we did not hit a fetch land, but we did make enough mana to empty. We're going to be emptying for 10 goblins. Sorry, 12 goblins. Assuming we don't get Force of Vigored, we order this in a decent way. Obviously, we could get trapped, but not much to do about that. We're never wheeling, so let's just go. We can't make enough mana to Flusterstorm either, so let's go like this, and we're going to lead Opal, Petal, Crypt. That will dissuade Force of Vigor. Alright, 10 goblins it is. Opponent only put a Shambling Shell in the yard. That's pretty good for us. It's going to be a little bit slower. Obviously, they dredged into a Grave Troll, though. Didn't hit anything that comes back in this turn, though they have an Icarid for next turn. So that's good. I wish we could scroll for Time Walk, but we cannot. We only have 1 blue mana at the moment. So I'm gonna ponder. Has a misstep. Alright, well, they have to present enough blockers to beat these goblins. And that's the gist of it. Do your worst, I guess. I guess Elishnorn's gonna kill us. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should have just held up Flusterstorm for... that wouldn't work, right? Because they would just Cabal Therapy the Flusterstorm. I am an idiot, though. I should have just held up Flusterstorm for Dredge Return. Well, we didn't see Elishnorn until right then and there, right? But we might have been able to guess it from Ashen Rider. And maybe I punted that game. I'd have to go back and look. I just punt that game because I was too concerned about my hot water? Quite possible. They have Cabal Therapies and 2 bridges, so... we're dead, but... That's unfortunate that they have Elishnorn, because we would have beat anything that wasn't Elishnorn, right? Yeah, we didn't... Okay, so there was no Elishnorn in the yard when we made the Ponder play. Not that that would have worked, because there are double Cabal Therapies, so holding a Flusterstorm wouldn't have worked anyways. It's just basically unfortunate that our opponent is on a Dredge build that has Elishnorn. It's a rough way to go. We have to draw this stupid Wheel of Fortune, too. So we're dead. Maybe our opponent will accidentally exile this Elishnorn when they make a Hogak. Unfortunate. They did not. It's okay. We almost took game 1 versus Dredge. We just needed a little bit of a better follow-up. I'm going to at least make him put the Elishnorn into play. Actually, Wheel would almost be lethal if we had a red source. I mean, you're many Hogaks. Hogak attack. Alright. Opponent found the line. Unfortunate. Notably, none of our other kill cons would have worked there either, so... I don't really want to fight over 1 mana. This looks good. Ship it. Alright, gotta win 2 games versus Dredge. 1 on the play, 1 on the draw. Alright, I'm willing to keep this one. Obviously, it's a little weak to Hollowed One, but it's enough graveyard hate, and I don't have to play these Moxen out into Force of Vigor, so I'm gonna keep this one. Obviously, we can draw a PO at any point and start trying to go off, so hopefully our opponent will do some mulliganing. Looks like they're down to 4, which is good. Opponent kept a 4-card hand. We're going to go Tundra Pass. So our pass probably, unless they have a hollowed one. No, that could be bad for us. Hopefully they do not have a hollowed one. That puts undue pressure on us, and we have infinite graveyard cards here. Man, hollowed one really changed the nature of this matchup. Alright, no hollowed one. That's good for us. We did draw the PO, though. I actually think I'm going to jam into Force of Vigor here. I don't have to jam into Force of Vigor, though. Yeah, I won't jam into Force of Vigor or Force of Negation. There's no reason to. I have all these graveyard cards. They still have 3 cards at hand. I can do it on their turn, and I can only get Force of Willed. I'll probably just do it in response to them activating Bazaar. Alright, well, I'm going to probably trap no matter what here. I could have played Crypt last turn, but I didn't really want them to be... Oh, wow, too bizarre. Didn't want them to be threatened, really. Alright, now I'm going to play everything into the... And I'm definitely not going to play PO on my turn still. Opponent can have misstep for that, which would be pretty annoying, I guess. Yeah, I should have played this first. Because if I got misstepped, well, then I can't get Force of Vigored, so it doesn't really matter. Opponent back down to 2 cards after pitching here. We still have 2 traps. We have a PO to try to draw 5 cards, so no. So I have a Contagion, nice. So they're keeping 2 cards. I wonder what that means. I'm gonna obviously just PO here. They have a force of will. That's fine. We do have to find a threat, but they are out of cards. We have a bunch of graveyard hate, and they have a Bazaar. We now have a bunch of blue mana, too. Oh, yeah. I am going to cast Ancestral before Mentor, just in case I can find some more action for the Mentor. I want to get at least, the opponent has Contagion in their deck. I want to see if I can't play around that by at least getting some tokens. So between 2 traps, 2 crypts, and a Mentor, this should be on to game 3. No more. Alright, 2 Dredgers, no Icarids, so we can let our opponent do whatever the hell they want. Still don't care. Alright, well now we care. I could use a trap. I don't really see a reason to show them. The only reason you'd use a trap is to get a monk token. But I'm not too worried about that. One opal and we can hardcast trap too. I guess I could have paid for the mana vault. Alright, shouldn't be able to lose this one. I should probably pay for the stupid mana vault. Nice. Opal's a trigger, and it turns on hardcast trap. Really just a nice draw. Alright, I'll get to cast the trap this turn, go up to 4 tokens, will be good. I guess I won't. I don't really see a reason to. Shouldn't die to this crypt, so. We haven't seen any creeping chills either. Nice. We got a reason to cast or get a spell on the stack. Alright. On to game 3. On the draw versus Dredge. Win and in. Opponent's powdered. We've got a trap and a crypt and a probe and a fort. I feel like this is a keep. Opponent 2 powders and keeps a 7. One force gone, 2 bridges gone, 1 Icarid gone. I think this is a keep. Chat, got any opinions? I can force a hollowed one. I have a trap. I have a crypt. I can draw an extra card next turn and look towards and empty the warrens with a mana vault. I'm pretty sure this is a keep. Alright, I'm going to keep this. You're not wrong. But there's not very many islands in the deck. No Dredger. But Icarid does let him slow roll things. Two crypts. See if this gets misstepped, I guess. Doesn't. Alright, triple Bazaar. Force, Bridge, Imp. Hit the island. Triple Bazaar. Do we even... I guess we play out a crypt here and pass. Any land draw will let us go 6 goblins next turn. There's no way we don't play a crypt out, right? I think holding a crypt is probably greedy, but it probably is fine with us having trap Force of Will. But they do have double activation. Yeah, let's play 1 crypt. Alright, so opponent has an Icarid trigger on the stack. Bazaar happens. What happens? A Mox would be a good draw next turn for 8 goblins. Opponent put Bazaar, Bridge, Stinkweed Imp in their yard. 2 unknowns in hand. Can bring back Icarid if they want, which has a Bridge in play and a Cabal Therapy. If I Tormod's Crypt during attackers, they can still use a Bazaar. If I feel like you just activate Tormod's Crypt here, right? I feel like this is a reasonable spot to get the 3rd Bridge, a Dredger, the 2nd Icarid. Yeah, I think this is fine. So opponent still has Bazaar, maybe a Force blue card. We still have... Oh... So it's kind of okay if this resolves, if we can get an Empty the Warrens in play. But we can get rid of their Force of Will. I think I'd rather just try to counter this. They have to have had a blue card in their hand for Force. They have 2 unknowns. They have a blue card. Alright, so they have a hollowed one. They have 2 unknowns, or they have 1 unknown, one being a Bazaar. Or they could have, they're not playing the Bazaar. Alright, well, we really would like to hit that Moxen. We hit the Moxen. Alright, we've got 8 goblins. We're now winning the race. Empties looked pretty good this tournament. Been really happy with it. Golgari, Grave Troll, Prized Amalgam, 31 cards left in deck. Can't really attack into this. I would just trade and still have 4 goblins left. I guess if opponent finds another hollowed one, this attack is okay. Actually, if he attacks here, I probably don't even block. I just go to 12, put him to 1, go to 11, or put him to 11. I have him on 2-turn clock. But he probably still supposed to attack. So you can't really block this. So I'm just attacking with all. Even if he kills a goblin, I'm still getting 7 damage in 2-turn clock. Does opponent have Force of Vigor here for Jet Tormod's Crypt? They do. That's really good for opponent. That means they get to keep their Bazaar, but we do have a trap. And we are on board right now, so 15. They go to 11, we lose a goblin. They go to 12. That's unfortunate. Then they go to 6, so it's 3-turn clock. That's less than ideal. They have no more bridges. Alright, they have their last bridge in the yard and an Icarid. So we're on a 3-turn, unfortunately, for these goblins. They go to 6. We go to 6 goblins. They go to 1. Yeah, we need a little bit more goblins to kill him next turn. Though we did get the bridge because they had to discard the bridge. So they have no more bridges left. So that's good. So their plan is to put another hollowed one into play, which is not fast enough. They would take 4 and go to 2, and then they would take 2 and die. Opponent has Contagion. They kill 2 goblins. They take 3, go to 2. And then they take 2 and die? Okay. That's fine. This is currently still lethal. We might have drawn every graveyard hate card in our deck. The goblins? Is it the goblins gonna take us to a vintage challenge top 8? Chubby goblins? Oh, he needed to hit that Narcomoeba. But it doesn't matter, because I have Ravenous Traps. That Narcomoeba would save him. But I've got Double Trap, baby! Woohoo! Top 8, here we come. As long as I can attack correctly. Yes! We're back, boys! We're back! Pio's back! Ooh.